11 months ago to the day, I was listening to a basketball podcast and they heard mention of NBA Top Shot. So I went and checked it out, and I never thought that 11 months later we would be here connecting through JPEGs, MPEGs, and sport. Today is a really, really special stream where I've gathered as many people as I can, as the software allows me, in one place just to have a Christmas party and celebrate here with you. We've got special guests, people I admire, and a lot of content creators. All that and some Christmas presents and more. Let's get straight into it. What is up, everybody?
Wow.
How are we doing?
Hey,
That was a tasty jam there.
That was. That
Yeah.
reminded me. Do you guys remember those like holiday love movies where they'd have like 72 stars in the movie?
Holiday love.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. Like, it's
oh,
like
bring those back. I miss those.
They had like 82 celebs in it. And that's what the beginning of that felt like. You know, wrong?
Call the Hallmark movie, Michael.
No. It was above Hallmark. It was like Seth Meyers was in it. I'll find some stuff. I'll find some stuff for you guys.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. We can talk about that
Mariah
for the whole time if you guys want.
We're talking about that tie as well. But anyway, we've got Top Shot talk here. We've got JonBoyBeats, data extraordinaire for Top Shot and NFL. We've got team holders in the house. Mike, Dustin, and Greg, I think, will be here later. ActuallyJebBush is here. It's either he's positive vibes or he's just for laughs trolling. We're not sure where that's going to go. He says he's the best Top Shot blogger left around. DisneyAlexMax. He's making his live stream debut here right now with us today.
Let's
and
go.
An epic one to do so. Wow. Two people who have helped me and collabed a lot. Jennifer Sutto are here, as well as Steph Sutto from Cryptoys, and we've got Skeet from No Dunks, one of my favorite podcasts. Thanks very much for joining us, man, for a bit of a Christmas party.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I always wanted to be a pseudo sister. It's like my mom.
Dreams do come true.
Yeah, I know. It's awesome.
Oh wait, are you Team Meagle? Are you Team Meagle?
I don't remember anymore.
You don't remember? What do you mean? You can say yes.
You've got a few Meagles. I've seen your account.
I did say it once, and then I got in trouble for saying that.
By accident.
Yeah, it just slipped out.
Okay, so
Hell yeah, I'm Team Meagle. I don't care. What is that?
Wow.
In trouble? Yeah, let's go.
Ooh.
Team
Let's
Meagle
go.
represent.
Starting with controversy immediately.
Exactly.
Planting flags.
Exactly.
I
Coming
like
in hot.
it. I like it.
I'm trying to get kicked off 5 minutes in.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me, though, Steve. Yeah, appreciate it.
No, thanks for being here. So, I've got a couple of questions for you, like a number of things. But like, what is 2021 has changed like heaps of us. Like, never did any of us think we'd be here in 2021 talking about, JPEGs and connecting over basketball amongst other things. But like, as 2021 sort of, what was your highlight for 2021? Can be basketball, can be NFTs, can be anything.
For me?
Yeah.
Sorry, there's a lot of us on screen here. I didn't know if that was directed.
Yeah, you gotta say their names.
I thought it was, but I was like, hold on. I can't remember if he said my name. What was the highlight of 2021? Thank God for Top Shot, I guess, because the rest of 2021 sucked ass. It was pretty rough for obviously a lot of people out there. I think what was just really cool for me, learning about Top Shot. It's also weird when you think that it's only that long. It feels, I mean, I know everybody has said this before. It just, time moves differently right now and maybe in this space. But for me as a diehard basketball fan and someone that does a daily show about basketball, it's been cool for me to see like this converging of people that maybe weren't basketball fans, like really getting into it. And sort of drawn in with the Top Shot and NFT world. That's really neat to me. Some of those people have come and checked out our show. And then the opposite, where I'm suddenly following all these people that know about Web3 and fractionalization and of course Top Shot itself. And it's like, and then seeing like content creators like you guys in what you're doing in like sort of your niche. It's like this cool, like combining of two worlds for me. So it's just been a lot of fun.
Yeah. Has sort of like and this is again for you, Skeets, but you cover so much NBA, but like watching the highlights, has Top Shot changed the way you sort of see some highlights or even some games? You think, oh, geez, that's going to be a moment.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I guess it does a little bit because you're like, you might go, well, that's going to be on Twitter in a second. And then you're like, oh yeah, that might be a cool Top Shot moment. So it's like,
I go hunting for it on Twitter when it happens. I was like,
yeah,
I got to tweet.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I know our guy, our Aussie, Lee Ellis, is ripping a lot of clips at times and putting them up on Twitter. And it's like, oh yeah, that'll be a good one. We're sharing a lot.
I think, did we all get muted? What happened?
Oh, there, I was muted there for a second. The background noise or whatever was causing that disturbance seems to be gone. So who was the guilty party? Who is left?
Alex is
Daddy was Alex.
Oh, get him out of here.
Give him
Okay, let's test it.
Got rugged.
All right, sounds okay.
There we go.
I think.
Definitely that.
Yeah.
Maybe just Alex. Maybe just mute when you're not talking. I don't know, because we all muted and we could still hear the noise. But
that was Mike's way to get to the middle.
Maybe I tried. Wait a minute.
Let's just watch this.
Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this for the entire time we're on Steve's.
Yeah.
Well, we're practicing for next year. So
yeah.
that's what happened. Alex wanted to be in the same row as us. I know it.
Ah, he's the pseudo sister. Yeah.
I can mess that up.
Yeah, but to answer your question, absolutely, Steve. I mean, it's sort of like it almost goes hand in hand now with like, oh, that's going to be all over Twitter and like, oh, that'll be a cool moment. Or like, what will they do with that? Like, what will Austin decide with that? What type of set would that go in and stuff like that? Yeah, it's just so natural because it's a short clip, right? So it's perfect.
Absolutely. And it's been really cool to engage with it that way as well. I've got a question for everyone. Quickly around the table, what was your highlight for 2021?
Oh,
start with you, TST.
Oh, geez. I guess it would be like finding Top Shot seems to be, or I don't know if that's a highlight or detriment to my
January
personal life and everything else. But yeah, it was January for me, and then I guess got obsessed in February, like pretty much most people in this space. But it's definitely a highlight for now. We'll see how far this thing goes and how much more of an obsession it becomes, and if it makes me end up being single in the long run, maybe it won't actually be a highlight.
I love the journey that went on. You're like, it was
being
very
single.
like,
why you gotta pull up a sensitive subject to a lot of us? Come on.
Yeah, like we'll see how far this goes. Any day could be our last. You know?
We might die, guys. We might die single too.
Hey. Before I get to JonBoyBeats, we have got some giveaways to do, but we'll probably draw them later. But if you want to enter, go #single in the chat now, and we'll get TST to draw it later.
Is
John,
it
what was your highlight
for single people?
Yeah, I'm not gonna vet that. John, what was your highlight? 2021?
Well, my highlight, I was gonna say getting married, but there's no way my wife's actually gonna watch this stream. So I'm not putting that.
You don't need the typical PC answer.
I would have to go the Hollow 3 drop. The one where me and TST both pulled hollows, immediately went emergency stream for the packs. That was the peak for me.
Nice.
Hollows over vows.
Yeah, exactly. Hollows, baby.
Every time.
Mike, what was yours?
Hey, the Hollow cheaper than the real.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, maybe a better ROI.
Man, I don't know. I feel like I've gotten into a bunch of stuff that I never thought I'd get into. First and foremost, like a Discord. I don't think that was never in like the blueprint of the trajectory of my life. So it's been just fun, like getting to know a lot of other people. That's been exciting. Like in not weird stuff, but like I've become a huge F1 person, which is a thing like that was never a part of my life. So it's just been like fun, expanding my interests, for the reasons of being like stuck in a place. So you like open your brain a little bit to like what you'd be into. So I'm grateful for that. I feel like I have more interests now than I did before. So, and as I was done saying that felt not as good of an answer for an entire year. That I was like, I found some new hobbies, but I did.
Like found Discord.
Yeah, I found a Discord.
Steph, how about you?
Yeah, I mean, my highlight. Wait, does it have to be Top Shot specific, or it could be anything? Okay, so my highlight is Cryptoys. Working for Cryptoys. I think I started in I think May 31st was my first day, and I was the first hire after the founders, and it's been crazy. You know, literally, we have a team of now 25. So like, it's been crazy just watching us build and grow, and just seeing what happens behind the scenes of an NFT project is like, it's just so different from being on the consumer side, you know, and then you're going into seeing actually, you know, what it takes. It is very interesting. And my passion for NFTs really got heightened. Now I work full time in the NFT space, plus it's my passion. So yeah, I would say working for Cryptoys has been the highlight of my 2021 so far.
Jen?
I'm gonna say honestly, just like going all in on like NFTs and NBA Top Shot, meeting all the cool people, all the other content creators, and like all the other collectors, and just like doing giveaways and stuff, and like I don't know, just connecting with everyone in the community has just been super fun. So yeah, that's what I would say.
Skeets, do you have any hot takes for the season at the moment? Like, who's your prediction for the title at the moment?
I wouldn't say it's a hot take. I'm actually think the Bucks are going to run it back. I'm going to go with Milwaukee. Yeah. So, I mean, maybe it's a mild hot take because a lot of people
semi-spicy
like the Nets, of course. And, you know, they're loaded when their guys are playing. And if Durant, quite frankly, is playing is maybe even enough. But, yeah, I always like a team, especially with the talent that the Bucks have, of course, having won the title. Like, once they get that sort of, like, weight off their shoulder, they can play a little looser, and that can be a dangerous thing. And you still have Giannis, who is like easily a top 3, top 4 MVP guy. So I'll go with them. That'll be my spicy take. And out of the West, I think it will. I mean, I'm torn between like the Jazz or the Suns. I think it will be one of those teams just because how balanced they are. But the Jazz have come up short a couple times, of course. So if I'm a betting man, I'd go. You know what? Okay, my hot take then will be run it back. Suns Bucks in the finals.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, Suns going to be dealt with. Like, they're not going to roll over.
Yeah. You don't think the Warriors are going to bring it back now? Because they have that chemistry and that experience as well. And now they're all healthy. Clay's coming back.
Yeah, they 100% could be in the mix. I mean, they're like neck and neck right now. I think Suns maybe leaped them last night in the win-loss column. Yeah, for sure. The Clay thing's going to be fascinating. Because, like, you immediately say, of course they're going to be better because it is Klay Thompson. But basketball is a weird sport at times, right? They've gotten like contributions from so many guys that a lot of people, quite frankly, had never even heard of that are chipping in. And it's like, so then suddenly roles are changed, minutes are swapped. And again, it's Klay Thompson. He's probably one of my favorite players of all time. So I'm sure that's going to be a good thing overall. But, you know, that's up to Curtis still manage egos and find opportunities for everybody that has been contributing. Yeah, I mean, the truth is when you get asked these questions, it's like, I don't know. Who really knows? It's like there's so many good teams that, you know, I could talk myself into coming out of either conference, I think. 3, 4, or 5 teams. Yeah.
Kerr's got a lot on his plate now because he's in charge of the entire country.
USA men's basketball. I just saw that.
Now, so
I did see that.
He's good, you know, you got to manage your load a little bit.
It's a lot of stress.
It's a lot of stress. It's a lot of stress.
I'm big on the Warriors.
It's gonna be fun to see Klay hooping again.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I'm big on the Warriors, but I'm always fighting. Am I just talking with my head or my heart? Because I want them to win as well, so I'm not sure.
As someone who doesn't want them to win, I am picking them to make it. They look so good. They have that chemistry and just they're having fun again like they did before KD. They feel like they're underdogs again. And like you said, Skeets, they have so many players that like were nobodies until this year, and suddenly everyone knows who Juan Toscano-Anderson is. Like, they just look
Gary
so
Payton
crazy.
II.
Oh, shout out to my guy.
Flourishing.
Yeah.
All right, let's switch it to Top Shot then. What's your favorite sets on Top Shot, Skeets? I've had a look at your account. I know you've finished a couple of sets.
I did. I finally, not too long ago, maybe like a month ago, I was like, okay, I got to get a set. You know, I want to have one. And I think the first one was Hustle and Show. Yeah. And then the recent one I did was Fresh Thread. So like not the heavy hitters of sets here, but it does, you know what? It feels nice to see that little, the little graphic 18/18 above your sort of moments or like in your collector score sort of idea there. So yeah, I got those. My favorite, I like both of those sets, to be honest. I really like the Hustle and Show set. I like a lot of the moments within it. I don't know what my favorite, I mean, I guess you guys have favorite sets. I never really thought about it that way. I have favorite players and teams. But I'll say Hustle and Show.
You got to find what fits within those sets, don't you? Like what your favorite players and teams sort of fit within them. But yeah, you're right. So you didn't really think about it? You just went after a set?
Yeah, I mean, it was the most attainable for sure. Because I happened to have already moments in the Hustle and Show set one. And then I definitely actively, this Fresh Threads one made a more of like, as it was, I guess, were there 3 challenge rewards or something like that?
Yep.
As that was happening, I was like, well, let's get those. Let's actually get that, reward. Never can hit a high serial on these rewards. Has anyone ever hit a good number, a low number?
No.
I know. And I know it happens. You see people on Twitter sharing it, you're like, okay. But no one I know, at least my, Trey Kirby and anybody else that's sort of like in our little bubble of no dunks top shot, like, yeah, it's so rare to get one, but it's fun to keep trying. But
I've even participated in 2 like challenges that were sub, I guess 6. Well, I did like the Steph one, and then ooh, wow, speaking of Steph, there it is right there. And then with a group did like a Luka Hollow, which was like out of 50 or whatever it was, and still haven't nailed like a nice number. And
are you opening your pack, Steve?
I'm gonna open the Steph with you guys because
here we go. We're gonna give it away. Jersey number 1 or whatever's available here. Low number. Here we go.
Oh, hello.
Steph giveaway, huh?
So Dumbo's dropped in the house as well, by the way. So this is what's available for the community. So thanks Dumbo and Top Shot for supplying these base set packs. We can open them as well at some point during the 4 streams when we're not wasting people's times and, give them away basically. Oh no, this is happening.
Oh no.
What is that?
Hey, Hoops fan.
What the?
So now my reveal is ruined, and I've just basically got to go look at my collection.
Your moment is now in my account. That's how it works. That's how it works.
Could be worse.
How's the serial number?
At least I know your Twitter handle to troll you.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Top Shot telling you to always go grab a hot dog?
I'm out on that.
You notice that?
It's unhealthy.
It's unhealthy. Exactly.
Some of us are vegetarian.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, we need more choices here. Come on.
We'll grab a Beyond Burger while we wait. Like,
right? Yes.
I've had so many hot dogs. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I have my pack to open, Steve, if we want to do that. I have my stuff.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's
the answer is yes.
Mine's not working for some reason. I can't even get to the pack page, but maybe there's just too much stardom in here. I don't know.
Yeah.
You do think
maybe you didn't actually get one. Maybe it's just
did they just go out like today?
No, they were
here we go.
last week, right?
Yeah.
So we know the jersey and the number 1 are gone, but let's see what we got.
Number 75 and the last.
Disney, do you know what the best available serial number left is? I looked it up yesterday.
No, like
This one.
Couple 2 digits one, but not.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Let's rip the Band-Aid.
Good luck to you. Good luck to you.
Good luck.
492.
Oh.
3 digit, triple digit.
Yeah.
You did it.
It is triple
3
digit.
digits.
Got it.
All right, Jib, bring it home.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
This will be the second number 1 cereal, I think. So we'll be
And
Have you
Jeb,
got one before?
a number 1? No. Kidding
Jeb,
me?
who are you hoping to pull here?
I'm going for Miles Bridges, honestly.
That would have been
Windmill?
hilarious
Windmill?
if there was like a couple Seth Currys in this.
Or a Del Curry run it
You
back?
mean the
Del Curry,
better
yeah.
Curry
Yeah.
Skeets?
Yeah.
Someone said,
Oh.
"Why didn't you watch the moment?" Okay, can we watch this?
I'm trying not to
moment?
waste time. I'm trying
I'll
not to
watch
waste
the
time.
Waste time. Don't you have
People
4
want
hours
to
to
watch
go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a ton to get to.
Should
here.
watch
4
this
hours.
for an hour.
Oh!
What is it?
Wait, what?
418, wasn't it?
Oh my God, it's Steph Curry. Oh my
Did you
God.
beat me?
Yeah, you did.
Nice.
You did. He beat
So that means he gets
Sorry,
yours
Steve.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Exactly.
that'd be a great. Wow, that'd be a crazy bet. I like that.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, that's just what happens. So
It's just.
yeah, I love this moment. I do wish they would have edited it a little more so it showed a little more of the celebration because there's so much. They did such a good job allowing Curry to celebrate. And
that was the longest time out.
Yeah, and they could have shown a shot with his dad. They could have shown a shot with
Yeah.
like Ray Allen or Reggie Miller. Like I do wish they would. I thought when they cut this, they were gonna have like it was gonna be a minute-long moment. I thought this moment was gonna be the longest one by far, and it wasn't. I was a little disappointed about that.
Every Steph Curry 3-pointer ever made, they put in
Yes.
Instead of the moment, it's just that Under Armour commercial that rolled afterwards.
Oh yeah, that was.
So if we want to submit complaints, I guess, to the edit of the Steph Curry moment.
Oh, there we go.
I'm pretty sure didn't he drop a pretty hefty F-bomb?
Stop telling me to eat hot dogs.
Austin.
Austin.
Welcome.
How's it going?
Welcome
Hey,
in.
Hey, Austin, thank you very much for joining us.
No, thanks for having me. Can you hear me okay?
Sound great.
Perfectly.
They got me that like good new camera and mic, like to keep up with Jacob. So
There we go.
Oh snap!
I'm still learning how it works. So.
I'm liking the clean shaven look, Austin.
No.
It looks good on you.
I had to trim it up, for Christmas. So
Respect.
So how's everybody doing? Did I hear you guys talking about the Steph moment? That's
Yeah.
We were.
is that what I'm walking into.
Jet's
actually-
furious.
Yeah, so I was
Yeah.
actually curious. Like it seemed there was so much celebration that went on after he broke that record, and like you didn't include like a shot with his dad or a shot with Reggie Miller or a shot with Ray Allen. I was just curious, was there a point where you were going to make this like a 2-minute moment where it showed the whole thing, and then you guys were like, "Oh, I guess we can't." Like, can you walk me through the thought process of that?
Yeah, well, nothing about a 2-minute moment, although that would be pretty cool.
It would.
Can you even call it a moment if it's 2 minutes? But no, the stuff, I know exactly what you're talking about because my sort of train of thought was the exact same. What we knew that night was we just told the NBA we just want liberal celebrations. Just get as much of it as you can. And there were sort of two versions that were originally created. One that involved, Dell, Ray Allen, Reggie Miller, all on the court. However, there's like certain, restrictions around how we can show retired players when they're not playing. Like even if it's players that we can show when they're playing, it's different if it's a playing scenario, which it was. So that's why. But no, I wanted Dell and I wanted Ray certainly in there. Reggie's a bit trickier to get sometimes for the rights. They took him off my NBA Jam. You can't even play with Reggie anymore. He's sometimes tricky.
Really?
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
I know, right?
It's just Rick Smits all day. You just dunk
Rick
with Smits.
All you need. But yeah, so we knew we wanted the celebrations, all of the cellies. So we tried to get as much as we could without showing the player that we can't, and without showing that F-bomb. I don't know who I didn't catch who said that, but there was an F-bomb in there that had to be, cut around. So
Yeah.
We don't know what he said,
Yeah.
there's no way to know for sure.
Maybe he said finally,
Finally.
Just likes fudge.
Yeah, fudge.
No, I do like that you got his immediate reaction and just the raw emotion of that. I really like that. But yeah, there was a part of me that was like, wait, this isn't like a movie that I'm about to watch in vertical form. So
Like
But
the
yeah,
Under
it's a great
Armour
moment.
commercial. I think we should have run that out. I actually
Austin-
thought that, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No. I was just going to say, like, you buying that NBA Jam arcade behind you reminds me of that Friends episode where they got the arcade and Chandler gets like this claw because he plays it too much. Are you having any sort of side effects of like hand injuries from just playing so much NBA Jam?
You do start to feel it after a while. Like it's like muscles that I haven't worked out in a while. But I'm training. I'm training every day. You got to log some hours. You got to build up the tolerance.
So I also asked everyone else this, Austin. Like 2021 was such a big year. Do you have a highlight from 2021? Obviously, it was such a game changer for you as well.
Yeah, it's crazy to think that at the beginning of 2021, I was still working at Slam. I wasn't full time at Dapper. Like it's just feels like a decade ago. Oh geez, the highlight. I mean, I don't even know. The funnest part I'd say for me was probably like putting together the Run It Back, just because that the 05-06 season is just such a particularly fun year for me, like for my fandom and stuff like that. That was a blast. So that's probably the highlight I would say. But yeah, it was a good year, busy year.
For sure.
That's by the way, Steve, that is my answer. Now that I've thought about it, my favorite set, it's the Run It Back 05-06, because that's when we started our podcast. So it's got a special place in my heart. And the moments are great. And it's like, I'm old. So these are all players that I grew up like loving. So it's really cool to see them in moments. So that is my answer to circle back to that 25 minutes later.
Yeah, I agree. And DisneyAlexMax, who's there, he inspired me to chase the archive set for the same reasons. One, I couldn't afford / get away with the wife seeing me spend so much for the entire Run It Back set. So going after the archive set was just something I wanted to do, and just, you know, for that completionist, I wanted to complete a set, and it was just a natural choice for the same reasons. And it was such a cool season as well, 2006.
Yeah, the nostalgia piece of that is really cool to me. I love that. I like that, like, a lot of those moments take me back to a very specific, like, part of, like, my life, which is cool. And, like, I could just remember, like, where I was rooting for a lot of that stuff. So seeing, I forget which Dwight Howard moment it is, but it's over the Celtics. I think was it the archive that's over the Celtics? Or
Yeah.
And I remember, like, watching that game and being just, you know, furious, but
just crying yourself to sleep that night.
Yeah. There was a lot of that. But similar to how my Celtics experience is going right now too. It's a lot of crying. But yeah, I do. I love that set. It's cool.
It's a good set. It's definitely probably my favorite set on the site as well. Just, I mean, yeah, I can't afford the Run It Back really. And just the archive set. I mean, some of my favorite players like Stromile Swift and, you know, Boris Diaw, like just the meat and potatoes of the NBA at that time. So.
Jeb, you're like holding back because you started a whole Discord around that smush moment.
Yeah, of course, the Smushgalade, which if any of you guys watching or like in the stream haven't seen the Smushgalade clip, I cannot recommend it enough. Smush Parker at the height of his powers gets an Escalade, and he does a special video where he has taken Escalade off the back and replaced it with Smushgalade. And they do an interview with him talking about it. And the whole time, this man, anytime he can, he uses smush in his wording. He's like, yeah, I went around and I smusherized this thing. It's incredible.
Smush walked so Nick Young could run.
Yeah.
You know?
Both. But as a diehard Kobe fan and Laker fan, I personally blame Smush Parker and Nick Young for why Kobe doesn't have, and David Stern for why Kobe doesn't have 8 rings. So
wow. Still hung up on the Chris Paul trade.
I will never get over that. Oh my gosh.
Sorry, I'm going to jump in as the #1 Lakers fan from our team hold. So I think I'm obligated to speak on this. I also want to say hello, everyone. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas to all the faces on here. Many of you I know, but many of you I haven't interacted with over camera or any of this. So it's very cool that we're all doing this. So hello, and it's great to see everyone. I also have a beverage. So cheers to everyone on here. I'm not a big beer drinker. So I made a margarita because it's classic what I do, margarita.
Margs are good. There was somebody trying to create a drinking game in the chat. Shout out to whoever was doing that. They're like, every time someone leaves, every time someone drinks, I'm going to drink. Be careful out there, folks. That's dangerous.
24/7.
Smart.
Oh.
What is happening?
They're taking shots at this point.
Killed 3
Someone's
people.
going to pass out.
Yeah, a seizure.
Real quick, Jen and I, we're going to jump out, but we wanted to thank you guys for doing this and have fun, because I know this is a several-hour thing, long thing. So have fun. Don't party too hard. Have fun.
For Jeb it is.
Happy
For Jeb it is, not for all of us.
Yeah, very good, guys.
Happy holidays, guys.
Yeah, happy
See y'all
holidays.
later.
And then there were 8.
There we go.
Oh, this is like
9.
Yeah, it's like Survivor.
10.
Oh wow! Look what
They
happened.
just keep coming in.
Ladies
I
and gentlemen,
need a doorman.
Hey, I'm reporting live from my sister-in-law's guest bedroom. But that's how much y'all mean to me, baby. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, Greg.
Sorry I'm late.
Should I? We're hitting that time. Should I jump off and start location number 2?
Yeah, you go warm up bar number 2.
All right.
You want me to run this full first giveaway too before we hop off this one?
Yeah, you better run some sort of giveaway because we did promise it.
Yeah, do it.
It's true.
Austin as well. I had sort of one more sort of question for you, and we all sort of punched in some predictions for the season. Do you have any hot takes / predictions for like the NBA season, or favorites that you might have going forward?
The one take that I was like kind of proud of early on, now it just seems so obvious, was like, I think that the Warriors are going to get back to being great.
Yes.
It doesn't feel like such an impressive thing to come up with now, having seen them. Geez, I don't know if I really have any of the hottest takes. I'm just loving watching the rookie class. Like I can't even decide like who my favorite is between like Mobley.
Which rookie class is better?
Cade.
This one or last year's?
Okay, this is a question that I can't remember if it was publicly or not, but I've talked about this very recently, and it's such a tough one. And I think it hinges on how high you are on Anthony Edwards.
Yeah.
But my gut says like that I see more like solid long-term foundational pieces in this year's class than last year's class. Like, is that shared? Like, do you guys disagree with that?
I think that's right.
Yeah.
I will say I flipped pretty hard on Edwards, and I was like, I was kind of thinking he was smoking mirrors a little bit last year, and then this year I feel like he's come on pretty strong, and seems like he's got a pretty bright future.
Yeah, I think we talked about his team hold too. The fact that that dude dropped 10 threes, I was like, oh my gosh, I never would have thought Anthony Edwards would be the one draining buckets like that.
Austin, you got the Rodman Bulls jersey. So are the Bulls real?
Yeah.
I think so. I think the Bulls are
I wanted to ask you this, Skeets, as well. Like, Trey's not here.
Yeah.
Like, it's a safe place. Are the Bulls back?
I mean, yeah, I guess
Bulls
they have to be. Yeah, they are. The Bulls are back. And I'm fine saying it, especially as a fan of DeMar DeRozan playing all this time up in Toronto for the Raptors. Like, I love seeing him getting his flowers right now. It feels like more than ever. And he's like, from when I watched him playing on the Raptors, he has grown and added something to his game every year. And he is sort of like on a creepy level right now. You can just see like that. He feels like he knows at times he's the best player out there. It doesn't matter who else is on the floor. I mean, we saw it even in the Lakers game, scoring 19 in the fourth last night. So I'm happy. Yes, Bulls are back. My Raptors are, they're like 500 here. So I almost am forced in a weird way to cheer on the Bulls and see Trey Kirby happy. A happy Trey Kirby is a better show, both for the Top Shot Hot Boys and No Dunks too. So, you don't want that guy. He's happy 99% of the time, but when he gets angry, he's a scary, angry guy. Like if he's hungry, he's very hangry. So, Bulls are back. They're good. I think they're legit though. Honestly, watching them, like they play hard. I thought the Patrick Williams loss was going to be sort of like, oh boy, how are they going to keep the defense up now? But they've continued with Caruso and Lonzo Ball, obviously as their backcourt. They're legit.
Yeah, before the season started, I said Bulls NBA Finals win, Lakers not going to make it past the second round. And it's because the Bulls picked up the greatest player of all time.
Yeah,
and they're Alex Caruso.
Yeah. Did you see Benny the Bull with the
the
meme photo, the Wolverine meme photo?
I thought you meant the half court shot. He gets a half court
I
shot
did see that too, though. Yeah, that was amazing too.
No, he came on court with like a giant poster of the Alex Caruso like Wolverine Lakers meme. And the official Bulls Twitter tweeted out too, which is like even funnier.
Yeah, well, it's true. We miss him for sure, and it was a terrible move to let him go.
It was
just an absolutely terrible move.
Yeah, let's pick up Rondo and get rid of Caruso. Jeez Louise.
Yeah. Well, we got Isaiah Thomas.
All right, so we're gonna run a giveaway on this. We're gonna run a giveaway on this stream, and then we're gonna get to party two. I think Mike's probably already ordered at the bar, and he's probably waiting, wondering where his friend's in, getting looks from people. So we'll run this giveaway. We better run a few of them. Hey, TST's running this in the background. I'll also drop the next party that we're going to in the chat, so you can get ahead and join the Team Hold YouTube channel, where you can follow us. And to be honest, like any pub crawl, this is likely to get messier and messier. So like, if you want to, see what happens with this sort of thing, keep joining us and follow us, because we're going to keep having fun for a little while on this Christmas party. But yeah, honored, Skeets, that you were able to join us for this one. Value your time and, your takes as well.
I appreciate it. I feel like I'm the lame guy though on the pub crawl. It's like, yeah, I'll be there early. Gonna have to leave early though. Yeah, just one drink for me. Yeah, no, gotta be somewhere else. But no, I really appreciate it. It was a lot of fun to I see a lot of you talking about Top Shot. I try my best to consume as much Top Shot content as I can. Mike's not here, but Mike's in a great time for me because it's right before No Dunks, basically. So like, I'm at the computer. I'm sort of getting ready for my own show, and I'll sometime have his show up. But you guys are doing fantastic work. It's really cool to see, and it's again, I love as many people that are into basketball. I want more and more and more. So it's really cool to see that grow and grow, or at least it feels like it's growing and growing. And Austin, it's always great to see you, man. Austin and I go way back. We're blog boys, so way back in the day.
Back in the day, I don't know Skeets if you remember, but when I was like 19, I was writing for my like school paper in university, and I had a website on the side, and one of my first interviews I ever scored was this like. It's supposed to be like this 10-minute interview with like George Gervin to talk about the Heart and Stroke Foundation or something. I'm all over it. I don't know how I got on a mailing list for that sort of press event, but I'm like, yeah, I'm in. 10 minutes with a like a classic basketball player, definitely. So I hopped on the phone with George Gervin. We ended up talking like 45 minutes. I had like some questions about the Heart and Stroke Foundation, but then just like a half hour worth of questions, and he humored me the whole way. And I wrote a story about that, and I published it on my site. And I think that's the first time that I ever had a link show up on a site other than my own, because you put it up on Ball Don't Lie.
Ball Don't Lie. Oh, let's get numbers on Yahoo Sports those days.
There's
only like 2 blogs that existed in those days.
Yeah, what a time to be alive. Ball Don't Lie at its peak, like Ball Don't Lie and True Hoop, like at their peaks. Like that was a different time. The NBA blogosphere, different time. Throw Free Darko in there, a bit of a different vibe, but throw Free Darko in the mix there, like. I kind of missed that time, but I'm happy that it's like, in the past. The
internet was a different place at that point. Like, again, we're old. Hey, Roz! Roz!
Oh,
I'm just leaving.
Oh no!
Yeah.
You're on the way out. I'm on the way in. I was here earlier, but then had to get off because I couldn't see.
Oh.
I would like to. I honestly am sorry for being late. I blame this whole 2974 Stephen Curry drop.
Oh yeah.
Did
you get one?
It hasn't dropped, and you have to do it on desktop. And I really, love and support anything Stephen Curry does. So I definitely wanted to catch this drop. They postponed it like with a minute. They delayed it with like a minute up until the drop. So I like kind of planned my day around it. I'm outside, so I don't even have internet. So I was at my chiropractor getting acupuncture. I asked for his Wi-Fi while I'm like literally have pins in my back, trying to catch the second time. They delayed that, and now my chiropractor has to go home. So I'm in the Uber trying to like call in here, but it was too dark in the Uber, and then my Uber was gonna get in a few minutes after the new drop time. So literally I had him drop me at a Starbucks, and I'm at Starbucks right now.
The dedication is real.
Wow. So because I have to have Wi-Fi to catch this drop, and I'm probably not even gonna get it, but at least to be in the presence of it, and also so that I could have enough light so that I can be part of this holiday stream, because I wouldn't want to do it in a dark Uber. So I was like, just drop me off at any Starbucks. And I'm here. I made it. Happy holidays. What's up, everybody?
What a way to come in. My goodness. Well,
You're
first off,
really
I think
MVP.
you might have a problem. So let's talk about that. Also, I have to know, when you were getting acupuncture and you asked for the Wi-Fi, did you ask for the PIN code? Bye, guys. Happy holidays, everybody. Love all y'all. Stay safe. Everybody stay safe. And we'll see you guys online for sure. Take care.
Later, Skeets.
Appreciate you.
See you, Skeets.
So just to be clear, we would have been
Rugged Roz, because I was rugged.
we would have been totally happy with a dark Uber, by the way, as well. I don't think our standards are that high.
No, I didn't want to do that, but I'm excited to be here. Thank you guys for having me.
That's all right. If I'm being 100% honest, we're actually on a bit of a pub crawl or a stream crawl, and we were just about to go to location number 2. Are you happy to come to location number 2 with us before they start phoning us and saying, "Where are you? We've saved you a seat"?
I was actually sent location number 2's link, so I actually popped in there, and they were like, "Oh, everybody's still at the other one." I was like, "Wait, I gotta say hi to the people at the other one, so I'll be back." So I left number 2 to go to this club. Or this pub. So now let's crawl. Let's crawl to the other pub together. Let's head over.
That's a classic pub crawl story there.
It was a classic pub story. So everyone who's still here, thank you so much for joining us. If I haven't, we're going to drop the link in the comments so you can follow us right now. For Roz and Austin, if you are staying with us, I've dropped it in the private chat. You can go to that link and we're going to join the Team Hold channel right now. We'll see you there. Thanks. Hope you enjoyed the video and it's still going. We'll see you soon.